Let's be real. You've been applying for remote jobs for months, maybe even years. You've been on Upwork, you've tried Fiverr, you've sent out many CVs and you've lost count. And what do you get? Nothing. You get crickets. Absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, you see other people online, they're posting their checks, posting their alerts, and you start to wonder, is this actually a hype? Is this real? What am I doing wrong? I'm here to tell you the truth. You are not the problem. Your strategy is, all right? You are fighting for scraps on overcrowded platforms and you're not positioning yourself for the jobs that are hiring right now. But what if I could change that? What if in just 1 week, I could give you a concrete day-by-day step on how to get your first paying remote job that pays you as much as $25 an hour or even more? In this video, I'm giving you the exact 7-day action plan that will take you from setting up your period account on day 1 to applying for jobs that hire fast on day 7. Forget waiting around. Let's get you hired right now. My name is Ejem, and a few years ago, I was exactly where you are. I was desperate to break into the global market and start earning the currency I actually love, right? I still remember it vividly. It took me months of painful trials and error, so many rejections, and a whole lot of frustration that finally got me out of the system. But I did. And today I'm going to condense all of this hard-won knowledge into a simple 7 days plan, so you don't have to waste time making the same mistakes I did. All right. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a fantasy. This is a practical, actionable blueprint. This is something I would actually pay, I would actually ask you to pay for, but I'm giving it to you for free, right? Landing a great remote job can take time. But if you follow these steps diligently for the next 7 days, you'll be a completely different person and in a much stronger position. You'll be ready, you'll be confident, you'll be applying for the right kind of jobs. So grab your notepads, grab your laptop, and let's start your journey together. This is the most critical, non-negotiable first step. Seriously, don't skip this. If a global company can't pay you, then what's the need? They won't hire you. It's that simple. Today, your only mission is to build the financial infrastructure that gets you paid in dollars, all right? First, you need a way to receive foreign currency. While some Nigerian banks offer domiciliary accounts, the easiest and most preferred method for most global companies to pay you is through dedicated payment services. The top contenders for Nigeria right now are Payoneer, Grey.com, or GigPay, which is now called Rainest, all right? So as you can see on my dashboard, Payoneer. Payoneer, of course, this is the global standard, widely accepted, way of payment for most remote workers. The verification can be a bit strict, but it's the one account that when you get, it will solve literally all your problems. Then, of course, you see Grey.com. These are the fantastic African-focused alternative that gives you virtual, USD, GBP, and Europe. Then your task for today is sign up on at least 2. I'll prefer Payoneer and Grey.com, right? Because Rainest is much more of a business account, right? Sign up on 2, and you will likely need a verified government issued ID card like your international passport, your driver's license, or your NIN. Then also provide a proof of address through any utility bill like NEPA, bill or whatever. Then of course, your internet is a lifeline. A stable internet connection is more important than anything. So while you prepare for this, also try to check your speed, your internet connection speed. Most companies would require you to have 10 to 25 Mbps, which is the minimum megabyte per second, right? So I will recommend you use fast.com to check your speed. Make sure your phone hotspot is a solid backup with data. Also ensure you have a functional laptop, a decent headphone, and a quiet place to work. This is like the day 1. So let me recap. A working bank, Payoneer, and Grey. My recommendation, a fast internet network. Use fast.com. I'm going to check it on my PC now. Fast.com to check how fast your internet is. So let's just do it together now. So as you can see, my own is, I have, let's say I think I have like 40 megabytes per second, which is very fair. Very, very fair. All right. So do your own and help me make sure you come back to, okay, I have 29 megabytes per second, which is very fair. So always, because companies recommend 20, so 29 is fair. So when you are done with day 1, come back to the comment section and drop day 1 completed. All right. Let's go to. Okay, so yesterday was about logistics. Today is all about you. So many people believe they don't have any skill. I mean, they don't have any skill for a remote job, but that's the biggest lie holding you back. Today, we're going to destroy that lie by doing a skill audit. All right. Like I told you, this is a full masterclass. This is something you would actually pay for. All right. So get a piece of paper, open a document, and write down everything you're going to hear today. Right. First off, let's start with writing down everything you've ever done. You know, your last job, that side hustle you ran on Instagram, the volunteer work you did, even how you organize your family budget. Now, let's reframe all this experience into marketable remote skill. Number one, if you've ever handled a customer support before, then that means you are a customer support service or a client resolution or conflict resolution rather. If you're obsessed with organizing emails and computer file, then that's an administrative skill, right? You have a data management skill. The one who always plans events for friends, if you're that kind of person, then that means you're a project coordinator and event manager. If you manage a small WhatsApp group for a local community, that means you're a community moderator, right? Good at spotting typos, errors in text, then you're a proofreader and a quality assurance. The jobs we are targeting, like content moderation, customer support, and AI data annotation, don't need you to become world-class expert. They need you to be reliable, detail-oriented, and able to follow instructions perfectly. That's the mindset shift. Your most valuable skill is your ability to learn, execute with precision. Your task for today is create a master skill list, right? With 2 columns. The first, list your experiences. In the second, list the remote skill they translate to, like I've given you an example. So if you manage a WhatsApp group, you're a group moderator. If you manage expense, you are the expense person in your family, then you have an administrative skill, you have an expense tracker skill. All right. So watch this video over again, do all these skills and create a master skill that would contain all the things you've done. Don't spare any skill, don't spare any experience. List all of them, then I'm going to tell you what to do with it. So with your payment systems ready, your skills identified, it is time to build your professional storefront, right? Today is about creating the profiles that recruiters and hiring managers will actually see, right? Your goal is to look like a credible professional person, a hireable candidate. Before you even send out an application, you need to look the part. You can't be applying for a $1,000 per month remote job and your CV, your storefront, which is your LinkedIn profile, is looking like a $50 work, right? First, your CV. You're going to create a master CV. This is not a 1-page resume. Let's make it like 3 to 4 page long, listing every single skill, project, achievement you've done from the day 2 audits. This is going to be your personal library. And for each job you apply later, you'll be creating a 1-page version by pulling the most relevant details from the master document. Remember, second, your LinkedIn profile. This is no longer optional. Many global companies use LinkedIn as their factor, their identifying factor, right? For your LinkedIn profile picture, get a clear professional headshot. No selfies, no group photos, just you smiling against a plain background. Then for your headline, just write, don't write job seeker. No, advertise your value, like customer support professional, content moderator, specializing in user trust and quality assurance. Something that would make you look the part, make you look professional. And for your about us section, this is your chance to tell a story. Don't talk about your passion for creating great user experience. No, you talk about your obsession with details. Sprinkle in keywords from the job description you are targeting. Don't forget that. Make sure you have keywords on your profile link. Then write a killer headline and a compelling about section, right? Start connecting with people in remote work spaces, especially other Nigerians. Make sure you beef up your profile. And I'm also going to discuss with you, the content strategy. Maybe I will just do a book on that, a guide on that, and I'm going to drop it on my Telegram channel, right? I'm going to discuss a content strategy where you can be able to know what exactly to post, right? What am I posting today? What am I posting tomorrow? Then you just keep doing that while you are applying for jobs, because most recruiters will always ask for your LinkedIn page. That I want to even show you practically. This is my own LinkedIn now, and as you can see, this is a clean headshot. This is a clean headshot, right? I don't know if you don't really need to worry about a cover image, but if you can, then that works for you. right? Then you just do a very, very detailed, what's it called now? Profile headline, right? You see, I did 3x founder, revenue architecture, and AI automation. Currently building PassQuest, an AI exam prep app that feels like a game. So for you now, you could be content creator, content moderator. I help businesses organize their communities and get the best out of, communities, right? So it could be anything for you. It could be anything for you. Then you go to the About Us section. This is the About Us section for me now. So you see, I took my time to explain my process in the About Us section. So in your own case, you just take your time to explain. I mean, you can use ChatGPT. I'm also going to create a detailed prompt that can help you generate all these things. So you just create, a detailed prompt. You just create an About Us section based on the skill set that is in your master CV. Remember, your master CV should be able to tell one thing about you, right? So if you decide you want to do content moderation, list out all the different things around content moderation. You don't want to be a graphic designer and as well as be something entirely different from graphic design. So you need to find a niche and stick to that niche. That's how people see you as consistent and as professional, right? So that's like the 3 for these 7 days, day-to-day action plan. Let's get into day 4. All right, the foundation is now very good. It's time to hunt. For the next 2 days, we are diving into platforms known for quick tests and faster turnaround times, right? These are quick win opportunities for you to get your foot to the door and start building your experience, all right? So today we are focusing on 2 categories, user testing and transcription. I'm going to show you those pages. So this is it. This is for user testing, right? And as you can see, boost your monthly income in your free time, right? So companies will pay you to test their websites and apps while simply speaking out your voice, right? They want to know where you get confused, what you find frustrating, what you like. The biggest platform here is user testing, which is the one on my screen. You can get paid around $10 for a 20-minute test. Listen, the key is to narrate everything. Don't go silent. If you're looking for a button, say, okay, I'm looking for a contact button. I can't find it. I would expect to find it in this top right corner, but I'm not seeing it, I mean, just tell them what you think. That's how they know that you are real. Another platform you can also use for this is Userlytics. Sign in and get paid to test. Number 2 is transcription platforms. All right, this is all about audio listening and typing out what you heard. It's a good place to start if you have very listening skills and you can type very fast. All right, a good place to start is gotranscript.com. all right, gotranscript.com. If you want to pass their test, here is a secret: don't rush. They are testing your ability to follow their style guide more than your typing speed. These tests are known to be very tricky, with deliberate traps to see if you are applying their specific rules. They have timestamps, they have speaker labels, and they have notations. Accuracy over speed will get you hired in these platforms. Your task for today is sign up for usertesting.com and take their practice step. Then choose either Go Transcript or Transcribe Me. All right, choose either of these 2 and start applying. Yesterday was about quick wins. Today is about targeting the jobs that can genuinely get you to a mark of at least $25 per hour and even beyond. We're talking about AI data annotation and high-level content moderation. Number 1 of this website is AI data annotation, right? This is one of the hottest fields in remote work right now. I mean, I don't know if you saw the other video I made. Remote work has actually changed. Companies are now training AI, all right? So you're essentially teaching AI models by evaluating AI conversations, writing sample text, or flagging incorrect responses. The pay is excellent because they aren't just looking for typists, they are looking for human reasoning. The typical platform for this is dataannotation.tech. They are known for paying well, with projects starting at least around $25 to $30 or even higher for general tasks. Other platforms include Outlier, Appen, a lot of them. I'm going to make a list of them. Like, remember, the idea is not really just to give you a list, to teach you what to do. And this is a critical thing you need to know. When you are applying for assessment, do not use ChatGPT. All right, don't use ChatGPT to give feedback because they have AIs that can detect, that your response is AI generated. All right, they're paying you for your unique brain power. Writing clearly, explaining your reasoning can be as authentic as you can, will give you an edge as above every other applicant, right? Number two is content moderation, which is Tellus and every other, right? These platforms help you, or they get you to help do ad quality check, search engine evaluation, and all of that. And a platform like that is Tellus Digital, right? So when you go to their career page, look for their opening and search for safety evaluator or online task contributor. And this is a word of caution. Availability for these roles in Nigeria can vary. So you will need to check their career page regularly for current openings in your location. Your task for today is apply for data annotation.tech. Take the assessment seriously. It takes like over an hour to complete it. Then head to their career page of the Tellus International or we localize and look for roles specifically accepting Nigerians. Like I always say, I have a Telegram group, so I always make a detailed list of all these requirements, and I'm going to post it on the group. So I mean, you should join. It's not compulsory, but you can join. All right, let's go to day 6. You've built your foundation, you've scouted the platform. Today is about massive focused action. We are launching an application blitz, right? The goal isn't just to apply for 1 or 2 jobs, but to at least send out like 10 to 15 quality applications. Remote work is partly a numbers game, and today we are playing to win big. All right, don't forget you have a CV now, you have a good LinkedIn profile. You've applied for, at least you make some small money now, but now we are targeting roles that are always in demand: virtual assistant, live support, and all of that. So this is, let's use virtual assistant as the primary case study now. This is, a role that gets you to manage people's, calendars, emails and all of that, right? Or live chat support. These are also, projects that you can do to help companies, manage their support charts, manage their live chats and all of that. And this has nothing to do with accent, just clean, clear writing, right? Aim for typing speed, at least 50 words per minute and all of that. So let me just give you an example from my laptop. This is an example. It's called 24/7 VA. 24/7 VA. So this platform is like a platform where you can go to, when you onboard on this platform, the platform that companies, top CEOs, founders, and enterprise organizations go to hire virtual workers from. So when you are shortlisted on this platform, the chances are you'll be readily available to work for companies, right? You'll be readily available to work for companies. So you go here, you apply. You also look for jobs on LinkedIn. So you just come to your LinkedIn and you apply for jobs. Remember, your mission for today is apply for at least 10 remote jobs. Focus on virtual assistants, chat support, content moderation roles, and all of that. Then update your tracker with every single application. I'm going to show you how to manage a tracker. So the idea for a tracker is, let me give you an instance. If your phone rings and a HR company calls you to follow up on an application you submitted, can you be able to tell which company exactly is calling you? So because the remote job space is a numbers game, you might be sending, at least in a week, you might send at least 100 to 200 applications, right? You should be able to know how to track these applications, know when the response come to your tracker, update it, responded, rejected, approved, follow up, interview stage, assessment stage. You should be able to know how to do all those things. So you're going to create a tracker, and for every time you apply for a job, you would go to your tracker and you update applied. I'm going to give you a detailed tracker that will be available on the on the Telegram group as well. So this is like day 6, and we are hitting day 7, which is the last day. So I don't know how excited you are. So but come on the comment section and tell me what's working for you. Tell me how much you are pushing. What day are you currently on? And let's get the feedback rolling. Congratulations, you made it to day 7, and you've done more in 1 week to advance your career, more than most people will do in 6 months. Today is about 2 things. Number 1, professional follow-up, and number 2, preparing for a yes. First, let's talk about the follow-up. For every job you've applied, if you can find a contact person, then you wait for like about 5 days, then send a polite follow-up. something like this. All right, dear hiring manager's name, of course you find it. I'm writing to follow up on my application for the job title, then you put the role. My interest in the position remains high, and I'm confident that my skill in skill 1, skill 2 would make a valuable asset to your team. All right, thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, you put your name. The second thing you have to do is prepare for the interview. Many task-based jobs you apply for won't have a traditional interview assessment. Remember, I told you that the assessment was the interview. But for a virtual assistant or a support role, you will likely have a video call. So be ready to answer questions like, tell me about, how you handle the conflict with the customer. How did you prioritize tasks? When do you have how do you prioritize tasks when you have multiple deadlines? What's your experience with, this software, that software, and all of that? Then don't forget to use a STAR method, which is the situation, the task, the action, and the result to structure your answers. Always reread your job description before you jump on any call, and make sure you have your master skill CV handy. Your task is draft all these things and be ready to do, these things so that you don't make any mistakes, right? Boom! And there you have it. 7 days of active work. The 7 days plan to kickstart your journey to high-paying remote job has just been done. You've built your financial assets, you've audited your skills, you've branded yourself, and you've applied to the right places. Look, this journey is a marathon, not a sprint, but you have to just run the most important mile, of course, which is what we just did. The average time to get hired can be anywhere from few weeks to a month, but you are now officially in the game. The key is to keep this momentum, keep refining your CV, keep applying, keep learning. The opportunities are real, and they are accessible from anywhere in Nigeria, anywhere in Africa, Ghana, South Africa, anywhere. Thousands of Nigerians are already doing this, and there is absolutely no reason why you can't be the next success story. If this video is helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you drop a comment, and all of that. I'll be dropping more videos on how to pass specific tests, how to negotiate your pay, and how to improve your remote income. Let me know in the comment section which of these day was the biggest eye-opener for you. Now, take action. That's where I'm going to stop this. Take action. The difference between the go-getters and the thinkers is action. That like the bridge between where you are and where you want to be is actually action. So you take action, and let me hear your success stories in the comment section and in our Telegram group. Cheers, and see you in the next video.